Welcome back, everybody. This is Justin Melillo. I'm alongside Michael Massie, and we're here to talk about Monday Night Racing presented by Napa. This is season 3, race number 4, the Indiana 500K. And finally, both Massie and I have something good to talk about for our races.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. It was a really good night for both of us. I think we both picked up our best finishes of the season tonight.
Yeah. Shouldn't have been the best finish of the season. I'll say that. There should have been some top 10s before that. But yes, I finished 11th, which, I got a top 10 in this event last year. So I kind of wanted that again. But considering the way the night started, I had both fast repairs gone by lap 45. So I thought it was going to be a short night for me. But I just, drove conservatively the rest of the time. As people crashed out, I went by them and, just worked my way, made a couple passes late and got on up to 11th. But further up there, I saw you were battling for the lead at one point. Where'd you come home? 4th, 5th? You got fifth, right?
I ended up in 5th. Yeah. I led 21 laps tonight, which is more than I thought I was going to lead. It was, I think, around lap 38 or 40 when it was kind of about halfway through the run, and I was running back in 30th because I'd gotten involved in an earlier incident on lap 1, used one of my fast repairs already, and I did not want to use my second one because I wanted to hold that to the last lap. I did not want to use another one. Everybody ended up hitting, and I saw that, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stay out, and I kind of faked everybody and led the field for a little bit. DJ ended up passing me eventually, but then he got into an incident with Will Rogers, and I stayed up in the top 8. I think the lowest I got was 8th for the rest of the race, and I was able to pull off a top 5 after a couple more casualties from I think Raja, TJ, and I think Gary Sexton ended up running out of gas. So, yeah, definitely first top 5 of the season. Really excited. That moves us both well up into the points. We got myself now looking at a playoff berth in 13th, and you are looking at being on the graphic, being in 19th. So,
happy to be on the graphic.
hell yeah.
Especially after the way the year started out. So
definitely, bro. It was so rough, those first 3 races. Daytona, just the end of that race, both of us were in good position at Daytona. It couldn't have gone any better tonight, I think, for both of us tonight. So we're up there now. We had Anthony Alfredo's Esports Racing League champion. Adam Cabot ended up taking the win tonight after a spirited battle with Robbie Lyons. There were definitely a couple cautions early. I know we were both kind of avoiding some of the craziness that was going on around us.
Yeah, there was. You can't ask me to describe like one specific wreck I missed because that was the entire night. I just see this car spinning out. There was one point, Josh Slate, I thought I was dead because he started coming back down the track. And, in those Indy cars, once you wreck, you can't hold the brake. You don't have any brakes. You're just at the mercy of whatever the car is doing, going to do after it's damaged. So I just skated through so many. And the funny thing is the 2 incidents I had that used up my fast repairs had nothing to do with like anybody else's carnage or anything. They were just stupidity on my part. The first one, it was lap 1. There was a big pile up on the front stretch. I guess it would be lap 2, coming to lap 2. And I'm slowing down for it. And then they're checking up a little more than I thought. I stomped the brakes and the thing just hooks right into the wall. So that's one gone on lap, first, second lap. The other one was gone. I was just riding behind Garrett Smithley, just following his line, learning from him, and just kind of got the tunnel vision, just zoned out a little bit and then just and kissed that wall a little bit. The thing was still running, but I had to use a fast repair to fix it. So yeah, it was just crazy that and you were talking about guys falling out. One guy, Parker Kligerman, he was flying. He passed me like I was sitting still at one point, and he crashed out. And didn't have that good of a day.
Kligerman was really fast tonight. He was definitely like the only one to be using that high lane.
Yeah, I
And
tried that and almost wrecked doing it. So I don't know how he was making it work. Stephen Ellis, great run by him. He got in the money. What was the money for the top three? Got money for this race.
right, Adam Cabot ended up walking away with $300. First, he wins the ERL. Now he's a $300 richer. Robbie Lyons walks away with $100. Stephen Ellis gets 50. So, really cool to see that kind of involvement with all the sponsors that are here. You said you were trying to follow Smithley there. It really felt like a lot of the pros tonight, besides Kligerman, who obviously, he was fast and was able to figure things out, but even he ended up in a bad position. Kligerman ended up finishing, he didn't finish. He finished 27th. You had guys like Smithley, Caruth, Majors, Garcia, Rogers, Crone, and Sanchez, all not really having the best finishes after, pretty decent runs for all of them. Crone ended up with the pole, and Caruth was leading late, and Majors was up there running with him. And really the only pros that were up there at the end of it was Robbie Lyons, who got the second place, and Anthony Alfredo, who got in fourth.
Yeah, it was a weird night where, it just shows that so much of it was just surviving the carnage. And those guys were up there. They're good, so they can be aggressive, but one little move with those Indy cars, they're so fragile. And they changed up the cars this year. It just felt like they were so much harder to drive than they were in the past. Last year just felt like just a nice Sunday drive, go full throttle, maybe lift a little, but that aero push. I felt like a cup race, which is you get somebody right in front of you. There's so much aero push, and man, just overcoming that. There's one point I was trying to pass Gabe Wood, and this was for like 14th or something late in the race, and I hit that aero tight and just washed up into him. The two of us made contact. Looked like something at Bristol. Somehow we both came away with it without totaling the cars. I don't know how we survived that.
Yeah, it was definitely tougher, and with the new damage model on the car, it just made for a much more difficult race than both of the races in season one. But we're coming up on the timer here. Do you have anybody that you want to thank tonight?
Yes. Let's thank Eric Beaudoin for supporting us. His driver Stephen Ellis got third tonight, as I mentioned, and I got 11th for him tonight. Frontstretch, as always, for letting us do this.
Definitely. Thanks to Frontstretch, thanks to Traction, thanks to Monday Night Racing and Podium Esports for putting this on. This has been another roundup with Michael Massie and Justin Melillo, following another fantastic race for the Monday Night Racing League, and finally a fantastic race for us. We'll catch you guys in 2 weeks, because we are off next week for Memorial Day. Yes. Have a good night.
Enjoy the vacation.
Yes.